Hey everyone, it's Lisa from the blog farmhouseonboone.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make a really simple DIY woven wrap for any size baby. Obviously I have my baby here in a different wrap. This is also a DIY. This is a Mai Tai. I'll leave a link in the description box below where you can learn how to make it. I use the exact same fabric for this as I'm using for this. Now the Osnaburg that I use is the least expensive way to make this wrap, but there are so many other options. You can use cotton, linen, bamboo, hemp, even wool. I will leave links in the description box below to some really beautiful options that I've found. So if you do want to invest a little bit more in a really beautiful wrap, you can of course find some of those handmade woven fabrics. Cotton is probably the easiest for a beginner. What I have here is really lightweight, so it makes it really simple to wrap. Now, woven wraps are essentially a really long piece of fabric that have been hemmed on all of the sides. There are different sizes of woven wraps. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a size 5, which is perfect for a beginner. Now, to begin, I used 5 yards of Osnaburg fabric. This is a really inexpensive woven style fabric that you can find all over the place. I'll link where I found it below. And whenever I bought the fabric to make the DIY Mai Tai and the DIY woven wrap for these video tutorials, I ordered enough to make another one. So I have another woven wrap that is exactly like this one that I'm doing a giveaway for over on my Instagram. So head on over there. The post is up today, and all you have to do to enter is just follow me over there on Instagram and leave a comment. I'll be choosing a winner tomorrow, and I'll be sending one of you one of these DIY woven wraps for you to have for your own baby. Now this tutorial is so simple. Start by cutting a piece of fabric 180 inches long or 5 yards by 30 inches wide. Now that is the trickiest part of this whole process, is cutting it out because it's such a large piece, especially if you are wearing a baby while doing that. Now if you do choose to dye your wrap, I recommend dyeing it after you've put the hems in it. If you try to dye it before, you're going to find that your fabric will fray quite a bit in the washing machine. Now I went ahead and dyed all 15 yards of fabric in my washing machine at one time. Now that of course produced a lighter color. I went back and dyed the straps and the main piece of this wrap later on, so that way I could get the darker color. This is actually dyed with the same color dye. This is a lighter color because I dyed more fabric at once. This one's darker because I put it into a stainless steel pot all on its own in a smaller batch. So that's what produced the different color. So once you have your piece all cut out, 180 inches by 30, put a hem in both long edges and both short edges, so all 4 sides of the fabric piece. Now if you've never made a hem before, I do have instructions here on my channel on how to make a hem. It is so simple. You basically just fold the fabric over a 1/2 inch and another 1/2 inch and then sew close to that edge. I just went all the way around with mine. Now I did find the center point of my wrap and put a little piece of embroidered lace. This is just so that whenever I am wrapping, it is easy to find the center, because you do need to find the center point when you're putting a wrap on. And by putting something under the hem to designate the center, you'll find that to be a lot easier. Now I'm going to show you how to put him in this wrap. First, I'm gonna find that center point. It's really easy because I have my piece of lace. I'm just gonna put that in the center. Then I'm just gonna cross the other tails over and pull them up over my shoulders. So as you can see, I have an X on my back. Then I'm just going to kind of gather them together so that they aren't falling off my shoulder, but they're spread out. Next, I'm gonna pull my baby inside this pocket here. I'm gonna make sure the knees are up above the butt. Then I'm just going to create a deep seat underneath of him with the fabric. So I'm just gonna push the fabric underneath of him with his little tootsies poking out. Then I'm gonna pull one side under this leg and the other side under the other. And then I'm just going to tie it in the back. Now, if it's hot and you're trying to be as lightweight as possible, You can pull this out to the side so that the only part covering the baby is this one piece. But if it's super cold, which it is winter right now, so I'm gonna do this, you can pull these pieces back over the baby. This is also great for newborns because it adds additional support. Hey, say mommy woke you up. Now I like to pull this piece of fabric over his head so he can fall asleep. This is called the front wrap cross carry. It's the best for beginners and the best for newborns. He feels nice and secure and I can go about my day. Now there are so many Facebook groups you can join if you want to learn a bunch of different wrapping techniques. There are carries for the back, which you can do with this style of woven carrier. It has enough support for toddlers on the back. Now I would not recommend doing a newborn on the back when he's a little bit older. I'll probably come back on and show how to do that. You wanna make sure baby is close enough to kiss. Obviously use all discretion on wrapping babies. There are safety precautions to take. Keeping the baby close, you can feel their breath and you know that they're okay is very important. Make sure to visit my other wrapping tutorials. I have how to do a newborn in a knit baby wrap, which I shared when Micah was little. I have a full video on comparing tons of different baby wearing options, as well as tutorials on how to make your own DIY Mai Tai. I'll leave all of those in the description box below. If you're brand new to baby wearing, I have all of those sources for you. All right, well, if you're brand new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I make 2 videos every week on food from scratch, natural living, and a handmade home. Thank you so much for stopping by the farmhouse.